I called my wife ungrateful, cancelled our date and left her in the car to cry. How do I make her feel what I feel? My wife 30F and I 31M have been together for 2 years now, just got married recently. We are compatible in every other way except when it comes to her idea of gestures and how she feels love. She actually really likes traditionally romantic things. It doesn't come naturally to me, but I oblige because it makes her happy. One of the things she wanted me to do on one of our dinners together was for me to pick her up in my car, get her flowers, open the door for her and other stuff she wanted me to do. We live in a very convenient spot from which we can get things delivered in just under 5 to 7 minutes through the online app. I had forgotten to get flowers for her, so last minute I just ordered it off the app. They were beautiful and she said she is really happy about the gesture. I said no worries, I can get you flowers every day. Somehow I ended up blurting out that I ordered it off the app. Her expression immediately changed and she said she doesn't feel special anymore. Like it was as good as gifting her a bag of Doritos because no real effort went on my part. She angrily said she would have felt at least a little special had I placed an order directly from a florist I had researched on first. The app one ordered flowers from is the same app she orders stuff on a whim when we run out, such as bread and milk. I was feeling frustrated at this point and admittedly got mad at her because it felt so silly and I felt unappreciated from the lack of gratitude when she said my gesture doesn't feel thoughtful anymore. I said, was the gift thoughtless or are you thankless? She started crying. I ended up leaving her in the car downstairs in the complex and headed upstairs as I no more felt like having dinner with her. Update. Thanks to everyone who responded to my original post, most of you didn't hold back. It gave me a lot to think about. I am at work right now, and we finally had a real conversation. We both couldn't stay silent, or wait until I got home. My wife reached out via text and expressed a few things. She sent the photo of the flowers, the exact ones from that night, placed in a vase sitting on our dining table. She had kept them with her all along, but just not in my sight. Maybe Beck, she was in the guest room the past one night and I hadn't gone there. She said she had some time to reflect and realized that in the moment, she was being overly critical and controlling. She admitted that her reaction was less about the flowers and more about her own expectations, and that maybe it was unfair to get upset over the how instead of appreciating the what. She said it hit her later how quick she was to dismiss the fact that I had to go outside of my comfort zone to do something for her, even if it wasn't in the exact way she imagined. That her idea of romance was starting to become more like a checklist. She said she realized she's been romanticizing the performance of love rather than the presence of it. And she still loved me through all this and hope we both can communicate better. That meant a lot. That said, I also took accountability. I told her I shouldn't have escalated things the way I did. I could have expressed how I felt without using harsh words or walking away. I let my frustration speak louder than my actual message. But to be completely honest, hearing her own up to how she reacted made it easier for me to do the same. We have some plans to redo our date. And this time I will get her the flowers from the florist like she wants me to. Also, because I want to. We're not perfect. But we're growing together. And the flowers from the app? Still on the table. Still beautiful. Still enough.
Relevant comment. Commenter. My husband made a mistake once about some flowers he gave me. A colleague of his had purchased a lavish arrangement, 3 dozen exquisitely arranged roses with gorgeous flowers for a woman he had a crush on. Unfortunately, he hadn't thought to check her relationship status beforehand. As it turned out, she was married, and on principle, she declined the bouquet. Unsure what to do with the expensive flowers, the colleague offered them up, and my husband, ever the opportunist, bought them off him for the price of lunch, about $10. He then brought them home and gave them to me. The timing couldn't have been more perfect. I had just received some heartbreaking news and was having a truly awful day. When he handed me that stunning bouquet, it felt like something out of a movie. I was overwhelmed, crying, touched beyond words, and going on and on about how thoughtful and romantic he was. Then, a few minutes into my emotional outpouring, he casually shared the backstory. So yes, sometimes it's better to stop while you're ahead. That moment is now etched in my memory forever, and it's been nearly 8 years since it happened. Edit. I'm genuinely surprised that more than one person actually read my comment. It was originally intended as a gentle example for the OP to consider using a bit more tact. As I mentioned elsewhere, I found it amusing when I discovered who the coworker in question was truly a character. He fancied himself a ladies' man, though in reality, his charm seldom matched his confidence. He often dated women within his league, but the woman he was pursuing was, quite frankly, way out of it. As for me, my husband has made many thoughtful gestures over the years, and I wasn't, and still am not, upset about the situation nor the price. He could have just left the part out, is all I was saying. It was nice that he was thinking about my pain and was trying to cheer me up because it did. I'm still appreciative of it.